here from Nandy After Dark. Show y'all my beautiful pearly whites. Somebody in one of our cherry pick group, y'all stop telling me stuff, because how you doing? Y'all stop telling me stuff, especially when you talking about somebody who laid up with a man who molests children and he on the neighborhood watch.
It's like private, right?
No. Why, you wanted to be in it or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is that like a private thing, like a wedding thing?
Oh, no, not at all. No, this is just me going live on my live.
No, you did not put me on there.
You're not on there. You're over there. I'm just
me.
I swear to God. No, you're not even in the shot. It's on me right now. They're not in it. It's not facing that way. It's on me. Unless you want to be in it. You too. Thank you. What's up, you guys? See, you have to ask people's permission before you. Let's put them in your lives. What's up, everybody? You guys come in and hit the like, the heart, the smiley, the shop. Well, you can't do that. We're on YouTube. I'm sorry. Hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Oh, I was saying that y'all had posted in our cherry pick group that lady, and I use that term loosely, whose husband fondles, it said he fondles kids, and that he had multiple arrests for armed something very violent in nature. Okay. I see why they married. They two motherfucking scumbags, scuzz buckets. But y'all had told me, y'all stop telling me stuff. I'm very busy and I don't care. But scrolling through the group, sometimes I see it and y'all be, y'all get in on it. Somebody said my teeth was rotten. Now my teeth might be a little shifted at the bottom. It ain't perfect. It might have a little shift to them. But I have two $10,000 a piece implants in my mouth. This one I have to go pick my crown up on next week, sweetheart. My teeth are beautiful. Baby, I don't do meth. That's you, bitch. Okay? That's you, bitch. My teeth so nice. In jail, they was like, you don't belong here because your teeth too nice. Your skin too nice. And your hair too nice for you to be in this bitch. Or you want 90 days, 60 days in, whatever the show is. Okay, y'all. Y'all hit all the fills, please. Hit the heart, the like. Well, hit the thumbs up over here on YouTube. Listen, I'm not going to be in here for a very long time. I just wanted to come on and give you guys a quick update. I am here. You see it behind me at the Cobb County Judicial Campus. There was so much chatter online over the last couple of days. Complete lies. It took the breakfast combo 24 hours plus before they actually came up with something, before they concocted a lie, and then they couldn't even keep their lie straight at all whatsoever to answer for the warrant that was issued for Carmen's arrest. And there was one issue because I did show up to court. Now, let's talk about a couple things. I had to come all the way down here to the court to get some things addressed. I had to submit some stuff and to have some conversations in person, which I did before I went to the candy store. In person, because some things just translate better in person than they do over the phone. Okay, that's any conversation with any person where there's where it's a complex situation. So I came down, or certainly in written by email. So I came down and had some conversations with appropriate individuals to get some understanding, to make sure that I wasn't speaking out of turn, and to be damn sure that what Carmen and Tay was saying was absolute lies, bullshit, and part of their bullshit rhetoric. All they know how to do is get on the panel, get around people who enable them to lie, to hustle, to scheme, to steal, kill, and destroy. That's all they do. Everything that they touch, every relationship that, especially Carmen, Tay too, has encountered, has crashed and burned. Because why? They're not shit. That's why. They're not worth, they're staying on society. Point blank, period. All right? So let's get on into it. So, guys know that I had a warrant issued against Carmen Citia Maria Riley, okay, aka OJ, on Monday. I went to court. She didn't show up. Obviously, she knew that she had court. I have plenty of videos showing her the day of, reading comments about it. And she had a video up that she since deleted where she was, she made a comment about it the day before court. And then when she was on live last night, she was making further comments about it. Like, there's plenty of evidence to support the assertion that she knew that she had court. We all know. I've been talking about it since I got a continuance last month for their bullshit case. Okay, I've been talking about it. I said the continuance was because there was a warrant coming and it wasn't ready yet. That's why the continuance happened. Not because I just went in there and was like, oh, give me a continuance, because that's not how it works. Okay. So Carmen and Tay have lied and asserted that they told. So let me back up. The court called me yesterday and told me that the warrant had been rescinded temporarily. They said just for now. It's been temporarily recalled, and that Carmen called. So she lied and told you guys they called her. They didn't even have her phone number at all. They told me this. Okay? They didn't. I asked them at the time that I filed the warrant against her. They didn't have her telephone number. Okay? Carmen called them. Carmen and her team and, all of them. They called yesterday. And they lied and cried, because this is what they do. Or Monday. They lied and cried and said that they didn't know. They had no idea that it was court. Now, we know this is a lie, and I have evidence to prove it. And, I'm not going to go into that. There's plenty of evidence out there. Carmen doesn't have a job. She doesn't have a life. She doesn't have a wife. She doesn't have anything. So all she does is stay online 24/7, 365, trying to hear what all the groups and pages got to say about her. All of her followers. I have people who've reached out to me and showed me that they've been in her inbox and told her that she had court. So she knew. Okay? But it's not enough for us to say, hey, court, she absolutely knows. She knew, and we knew she knew. And here's the video showing that she knew. Several videos. That doesn't really hold up in court. It doesn't hold up in court at all. So she called the court and she said that, hey, I had no idea that it was court. Was your court was today? Today is Tuesday. Where was yesterday? It's today Tuesday. Where was yesterday? Monday. Monday it was court. I had no idea. I mean, I've been working. I work 80 hours a week. And so I've been busy. I didn't know. I had no idea that court was going on. I mean, she called court and she lied and swore on her pussy. Okay, her life. That she didn't get the notice. We're going to get into that. And she had no idea, which we know is a lie. And so the court said, okay, let's check the address to where the warrant request went, right? Warrant summons went. And they looked in the system and they said, well, what's your address? So she told them. And they said, well, I'm here at the court. I verified everything I'm telling y'all right now. I just verified in person at the court and then some. So they verified the address that she have versus the one that's on file. So the address that's on file for her is a Jana Road address here in Georgia. And it's not in Texas. It's in Georgia. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, this bug trying to bite me. It's an address here in Georgia. It's on Jana Road. Now, I didn't give them that address. I had no idea about the Jana Road address until they told me, and I've talked about it with you guys since that. Remember I told y'all that's the same address where, I looked it up and it was where she was with her husband and, that kind of stuff. So I didn't know anything about the Jana Road address. When they asked me what was her address, when I was filling out my form, I gave it back. They said, well, what's the address? I said, well, she was living in Houston, but she's in Atlanta right now. She's been here for 3 months. This was in June. Carmen just ran to Atlanta to get out of this court case a few days ago, a week ago. But she's been in Atlanta for 3 or 4 months. So at the time that I did the warrant application, she was in Atlanta. And I said, I don't know her address in Atlanta, but she's here. So they looked in the system. Carmen has been to this court, Cobb County, numerous times for numerous different reasons. Expired license, driving without insurance, all that kind of stuff that's par for the course for a bum like her, okay? So she's been down here. So they have that address of John Road on file for Carmen. Okay, she's been summoned many times. Go look under Carmen Smith. Don't look under Riley. Look under Carmen Smith on the state court website for Cobb County. That's where it's all hiding at. Huh? All the stuff about her, having to go to court, not drive this, that, da, da, da. She's had, I think, a warrant before issued for her for non-drivers showing up. She was supposed to go to traffic court. Go look it up. Cobb County State Court. Carmen Smith. Okay? Okay. So they had that John Road address in there for her because she's been back and forth to this court over a dozen times from that address. So they said, well, we have an address in here for her for Georgia, John Road. I said, okay. And they told me the address, and I put it down on the fucking paper. Where did I get it from? Pulled it out my ass? No. I put what they told me was her Georgia address, was the address put on the paper, and I wrote it down, okay? So all this about, she put the wrong address because she didn't want Carmen to show up at court. But I've been talking about that. I'm going to tell you how that doesn't even make sense. People talk so much out of both sides of their mouth and out of their ass. It's unbelievable. If I didn't want Carmen to show up at court so I could just have an easy win, why was I talking about it? I mentioned the court date over 36 times in the last month. The date, the time, what it was for a warrant for her arrest. I've been talking about it on a very regular basis. So how didn't I want her to show up at court? Huh? She knew. And I put her on high alert about the court case and the court date and what it was for. Okay? It's not my fault. I didn't know anything about the John Road address. That's the one that they had on file for her for over a decade. She's been coming down here. 2 decades, 3 decades, up until recently, a few years ago. So that's that. And I came down and I wanted to know, because Carmen and Tay, they, and their minions, they stayed up for over a day trying to concoct something to garner sympathy from their gullible followers so that they can collect cash apps, they can start a GoFundMe, collect money like the bum broke bitches they are. Okay? Because Carmen was just boasting about how she makes y'all hit the thumbs up button, how she makes $25,000 every weekend. She just said this a week and a half ago. And you online begging for money for an attorney. Okay. Let me not mix up things. I digress. Let me bring it back. So I get down here to the court because it had come to my attention while I'm home boxing up orders for my new tea line, which are buy one, get one half off right now on my website, teamates, TEAMATES.net. Buy one tea, get one 50% off. So you get $12.50 off your order. Phenomenal teas, organic, straight from Africa, not touched with chemicals or anything like that. Ultra premium, high and loose leaf tea. I'm your plug. All right. So anyway, Carmen, it come to my attention that she said that she didn't show up at court. She told the court because she didn't know. But she's telling everybody else that the warrant was retracted. So I showed up Monday. I laid out all the evidence, just FYI. They didn't give me an automatic win like, she's not here, you win. Okay, warrant issued. No, the warrant was so high because the facts that I listed against her was so egregious. That's why her warrant was between $7,000 and $10,000, as opposed to every other person in that courtroom, 40, 50 people, their warrants were like $1,000. The highest was like $1,500. Even my warrant was like only $1,800, last year for the lies she told about me. Okay. I didn't get an automatic win. I had to lay out the facts, and I did. And I didn't even get through I probably got to just barely the tip of the iceberg. The judge was like, that's it. That's enough. I heard enough. I'm going to also issue you a protective order, an order of protection and, a restraining order against her. And she did. And went ahead and issued the warrant. This was Monday. And, of course, Carmen was on live, thumbing her nose at all of it. And, all that kind of stuff. So when Carmen didn't show up, she, like I said, called the court and lied and said she didn't know. But then she went online a whole, 48 hours later and said that the reason she was celebrating, the warrants been recalled. They recalled the warrant. They retracted the warrant. God is good. God is amazing. God is watching over me. God is God. Praise God. Hallelujah. Won't he do it? Glory to the kingdom. All her BS that she does when she's lying and trying to get gullible people to fall into her BS, okay? The reason, so she goes on to say, they recalled the warrants. God is amazing. First of all, first the hell of all, that is true. They absolutely did recall the warrant, but it had nothing to do with God, because if God was in it, you would be in jail, under the jail right now. They recalled the warrant because, again, she lied and said that she didn't know. But more than that, Carmen said that they recalled the warrant because their judge got so many calls. There were so many people. This is what she said. So many people calling in. It was incredible. All the people in the world called in. Everybody in the world was calling in. And they was like, look, Your Honor, Carmen's a good person. Scandy's not. Scandy is a thug. Then Scandy is Nino Brown. Scandy ain't shit. But Carmen is a God's child. She's a Mother Teresa's replacement here on earth, is what she was trying to make y'all think people saying when they called the courts, okay? This is a lie. This is bull. And she said because of all those calls, the judge, one of the highest judges himself, said, let's look at the background of Miss Williams and put the background of Miss Williams up against the background of Carmen and said, Miss Williams' background, we're going to go ahead and let the warrant go because Carmen got the better background. First of all, bitch, I ain't never been convicted of a motherfucking felony in my life. And aside from the shit that my name is mixed in right now, I ain't never been in trouble with the motherfucking law. Ever. Ever. In over 40-something years. Ever, bitch. So what history was he looking at? Huh? And they already know about the other bond. My bond. They know about that. I led with that. So I didn't give you the power to do that, bitch. So, she lied to you, not y'all, to her followers and made people believe, even 2K with his gullible ass, sitting up there telling my son, cause the bond was recalled because the judge looked at both of their background and said, well, damn, I'm gonna go with Carmen. I'm gonna fuck with Carmen on this one, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull the warrant. That's not how the fucking law works. I don't give a fuck if I was a mass murderer. I don't care if I was a pedophile like Lakeisha Brooks' husband is, okay? Fucking with little kids. I read the report, kids under 16 years old. I wouldn't give a fuck if I was a murderer. It wouldn't matter what someone's background is. None of that shit matters. See, this is the part that they don't get. None of that matters when you are pursuing charges against someone for something that has absolutely nothing to do with that. It doesn't matter. Who cares? It has nothing to do with that. So all that, the judge had looked at her background and looked at my background, even though I know I don't be using my real name, which is Carmen Cynthia Riley. So, the judge just be looking at bullshit because I go by Carmen in the streets and stuff like that. So he be looking at some fake shit about me. Bitch, the law don't work like that. The judge absolutely did not go and play favorites and go and look to see whose record looks like this or who looks like that, and then, well, let me go ahead and pull the warrant. That absolutely didn't happen, and that would never happen. That would never happen. The reason the warrant was recalled is because Carmen lied like the lying bitch she is and called the courthouse and said, I didn't know. I had no idea. I was in a coma all this time. Lying ass bitch. She lied to the judge and said she had no idea, even though she was online saying she had every idea. And that's why they recalled it, because the legal system, it is broken in a lot of ways, but it's supposed to be just and it's supposed to be fair. So if a person says that they didn't get a notification to go to court and there's a warrant issued against them for something like terroristic threats, which is a huge deal, of course they're just going to look at the address and say, well, the address we sent it to is such and such and such. And then the person says, oh, that's not my address. My address is such and such. So the onus is on the court to make sure that the notice gets out to the intended parties, period. Okay? And I didn't have her address. I didn't supply them with that address. They had that address in the system. I jotted it down. They told me what it was. I jotted it down. And because it's public information, I could have looked it up. And from her other cases. And so they said, all right, you know what? Our bad. You didn't get the notice. Well, you know now you're on notice. Okay? We documented it. And the court date has been rescheduled for August 19th at 9 a.m. And that's how that happened. It had nothing to do with anything about the judge getting phone calls and playing favorites and looking at somebody's background and comparing it against the other. That's complete fucking poppycock and bullshit. And anybody even feeding into that and believing that just as dumb as they are. I know y'all don't, but their followers are dumb as fuck. They are so simple-minded and one-track minded. It's utterly ridiculous that they would even believe something like that. So I came down to the court today because I needed to know definitively what was really up, what really happened. Okay, because maybe that did happen. I doubted it, but I came down here and I spoke to the powers that be, and they told me on no uncertain terms that they tell Carmen that, oh, we're gonna look at backgrounds and da. On no uncertain terms, the warrant was recalled because they sent it to an address that Carmen said she wasn't at. That's it. There's nothing else. There's no God was watching over me and he had it recalled. Nobody else could do it. No, bitch, you lied and said that you didn't know about the court case, which you did. You knew better than I did. You're on camera talking to Carmen, you're a lying ass bitch. You and that vampire bride you married to. Okay? So that's what happened with that. Now, let me clear up one more thing before I leave. The vampire bride, which will be AKA Taterhead, AKA Lil Scrappy, she got on camera on one of those panels and put it on her page that moi, lied on the application for the warrant. Bitch, are you nuts? Baby, you need to go and get them hard implants taken out because they clearly leaking in your body. And it's clearly fucking up your brain and your vision. Because there ain't no way on God's green earth I'm going to lie on a warrant application and do the same thing you did to me last year and went down there and told an asshole of lies. Huh? I showed it online many times. You lied to get me locked up. You lied, Carmen, and said that I sent people to your job. Bitch, you don't even have a job. I sent people to your job to fight you. That I showed your social security number online. Bitch, I don't even know your social security number. But these are the lies she told. And it worked because it got me locked up. That I posted her phone number online. Bitch, I don't even know your number. I don't even know what it starts with. That I threatened her family and friends. Just all these. That's called lying on a warrant application, bitch. That you did, and you're going to answer for it because that's what that warrant was issued for. That's part of it. The judge saw it. They saw the application. You can't substantiate any of that. Anyway, so Taterhead and the brainless crew sitting up over there talking about Nandy lied on the application. She checked the box. See, when you fill out a warrant application right here on this campus where I am, you pay the $20 and you go and you tell your truth. And if the judge finds that it's egregious enough, they will say, okay, let's set a date for a warrant hearing, okay? So they want you to believe that I came down here in June and lied on the application because one of the boxes was on the application. This is what they say now. Hold on, let me take a little swig of my soda. These lying assholes want you to believe that moi came down here and lied and checked the box on the application, scratched it out, and checked another box. That did happen. That absolutely happened on the application. One, I'm going to tell you what happened. See, they want to jump to, oh, she lied, because they know they lied on there, so they want to try to make it seem like I lied on mine. God himself couldn't get me to lie on his application because I know the implications and I know that'll fuck with my bond. You know what I'm saying? More than that, I'm just not going to lie on a government court document. Okay? I'm not. What happened was, one of the questions on the application that was crossed out, it was first yes, and then I scribbled it out and put no. I did it in front of the judge. When you come down here to take a warrant out on someone, a judge on duty comes out, I've told you this before, and goes over the short application with you, the one that Tata has on her page, that I filled out, the one Carmen lied on last year about me. The judge looks over the questions. You have your hand up and swearing that what you're saying is true. That's where you bitch you going to jail because you lied under oath on them lies on the application. He goes down the list of questions. It's like 4 questions. One of the questions, the one Tata's trying to say, see, look, she lied. That bitch lied. She got. One of the questions is, do you have a case? Something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but this is basically what it is. Do you have a case with this person? And I put yes. You can see the first answer is yes. And when the judge came out to go over the questions, you simple-minded bitch, with me, what he did was he went through the questions methodically and asked me each one and said, you know, this is your answer for this, da, da, da. When we got to the do you have a case with this person question, I said yes, and he said, okay, what's the case? And I said, well, she lied on a warrant application to get me in court. He said, but does it have anything to do with your application today, which was the terroristic threats? And, you know, he said, does it have anything to do with that? Like, is it part of that same case? And I said, no. I said, this is a warrant that I'm taking out for her for things that she did against me. And her, with the case that's open, is what she's saying I did against her. He says, so that means no. That's what he said. And he fucking scribbled out the yes with his pen, bitch. And I checked the no, because he told me to, bitch. Huh? So what she wanted y'all to believe was she lied and said yes at first. Then she thought about it and said, oh, they gonna run my name through the system. Oh, this will make Carmen look bad. Oh, this and that. No, bitch, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. The judge came out and went through every question with me. And when he found out, when I said yes, because I checked yes, he said, when he questioned me about it, he said, well, is it the same case? And I said, no. Her case is open in state court, you know, against me with some lies that she told about me on her application. And my request for a warrant is for her terroristic threats. Well, they called it terroristic threats. They put a name on it because that's what they do. She said she was going to kill me on a live. And she lied on her application and, you know, all that stuff. He said, so no, you don't have, there's not an open case right now for that. And I said, no. And he said, so that's no. So, bitch, that's how the yes got crossed out, you simple-minded ass, hard titty, lopsided ass titty, bitch. Why are you laughing?
Because the truth will prevail.
Yes, the truth will prevail. Thank
Stay
you.
here all night and pray until the truth prevails in the field.
That's right. I don't even know this lady. She just heard me out here talking. She on the sidelines. You got goosebumps? You felt that? Yeah, because it's true. I'm having live. Listen, y'all, I do not get on this live and lie about a bitch ass thing. And y'all know this. Unless it pertains to my personal, intimate life. Who I'm fucking, any charges on my life, anything personal like that. It's none of your fucking business. Is that my picture? No. But to get on here and lie about other people, no, I'm not going to do it. I don't do it. You motherfuckers put it in the comment who I lied on before, just blatantly lied that y'all know for a fact. No. That's what they do, though. Bitch, I would never put yes and then cross out. If I was going to do some shit like that, I'd say, can I get another piece of paper and ball that shit up? It won't be no crossed out shit. Bitch, I'll get a whole nother piece of paper and change my answer on that. But I ain't like that, bitch. The judge himself told me to do it. Huh? And that for that reason. So there could be a billion reasons why the box was crossed out. But they went straight to, because she lied. Oh, she lied on the application. She lied about this. No, I didn't. What really counts on that application is the testimony that you write out, like what you're there for. Like when Carmen said, I sent people to her job to fight her, that I put her social online, her address and her phone number online, that I sent people to her job to fight her, that I threatened her daily and her family and her friends. That is what they look at as lying on that application. Huh? What I said on the application was she threatened my life and all the other shit that y'all saw on it, which is absolutely true. So y'all, please, and 2K, if you're watching this, you're a terrible journalist. I don't even think you call yourself that. Whatever the fuck you call yourself, you're terrible at it. Because you sitting up there regurgitating the bullshit and the lies. Oh, the judge recalled it because he looked at both of their backgrounds. And he said Carmen is the winner. So we gonna pull the warrant. Shit don't work like that. Huh? And I'm here to tell you, I came all the way down here to this courthouse to get it straight from the horse's mouth. Not the broad at the front counter. Nah, I need to hear it from an official. And I did. And now you know. Huh? All right, I'm getting off of here. So I have some errands to run. I have some more tea packets. The truth will prevail. Thank you. Y'all heard her. Y'all heard her. She was down here on the sideline with her hand up, testifying and everything. She was able to look past the cusses because God do. It's man who's always, you was cussing. Y'all see my nice teeth? You cussing? God ain't concerned about that. He's concerned about the message. He's concerned about the messenger also, definitely. And this messenger over here, don't be online just lying, making up shit to get somebody caught up and tripped up. I didn't want Carmen and Tay to get caught up and tripped up. The shit that I'm bringing them to court for is legit shit that they did offline to me. And I sat on it for a long fucking time before I even prosecuted them and pressed charges. But what I was told today, in addition to a number of things, was the warrant was recorded temporarily, which we all know. It's still there. It's still in the folder, honey. And, on the 19th, you just delaying the inevitable, sweetheart. Because I already proved my case, and there's nothing you can say, whatever it may be, that's going to change that whatsoever, sweetheart. Because the facts are the motherfucking facts. Huh? And come the 19th, as they said, you could get arrested in court that day, which you probably will, or turn yourself in by 7, which was the original thing. So you just bought yourself some more time. I don't fucking lie on court documents, especially at this point in my life, especially ever. But especially now, I'm very meticulous to cross all my T's and dot all my I's and make sure I don't do no dumb shit like that to get myself hemmed up in some way, bitch. You got me fucked up. So I just wanted to come on. If you're watching this for the first time, please pardon my language. I love to cuss. I'm an educated professional, and I'm originally from the hood. I love to cuss. I am refined, but I'm also still hood, and I love it. I love to express myself colorfully. So if you can get past that and listen to the message, there's a lot that you can learn from our platform, from our channel, from me. I learn things from you guys as well. I appreciate you guys for being critical thinkers and not drinking the Kool-Aid, and definitely not falling for them two bald-headed ass chihuahuas lies, because that's what they are. So a chihuahua, that's them. Two bald-headed fucking chihuahuas sitting up there lying and crying for money and cash apps and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it's absolutely despicable and deplorable. So I just wanted to come on and give you guys the real true tea. Now I have to go back to packaging boxes, getting your orders out. If you purchase something from my tea line, please request to join our tea lounge. There's a ton of y'all who are not even in there yet. So request to join. Ms. Booker will put the tea lounge link up, and come on over. We've been having fun. I'll be in there giving them the exclusive tea on some of the stuff that's going on, and they know when their packages are shipping, or if I have a shipping issue with them, it could be their address or whatever it is, I'm able to troubleshoot it right away because they're already in this collective space that I've put together for them. So so it makes it super easy for them as a customer and me as a business owner to resolve their issues quickly and efficiently, because I have instant access to them by way of this group. yeah, and people who are getting their packages are starting to post their drinks and their beverages and their cups and accessories and etc. It's a fun time. So the website is www.teamates.net. All the teas are buy one, get one, 50% off right now. If you want to get a mug or accessories, the code is actress and it's 15% off of that. All right. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in to another episode of Nandy After Dark. I certainly do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being critical thinkers and not eating and drinking, the bullshit and the lies and the deception of these two motherfucking bald-headed chihuahuas, the breakfast combo. All right. I'll catch you guys on the next episode of Nandy After Dark. Bye. Let's see. Hold on, you guys. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up too, please, before you leave out. I would certainly appreciate it. Oh, there we go. Bye.